goes to his spot.
Immediately to the ground.
We knew that was coming. You can tell these guys are entering this match with a lot more, being very smart. They don't want to lose this one, so it's not quite so wild action now. They're looking to make no mistakes in this main event match.
Absolutely. They have to know that the other person's looking for similar things that they are. That always makes you a little bit nervous of who's going to be able to pull out the legs.
Yeah, they've saw each other all night, and now it's them, and they know what to expect somewhat. Marco entering the knee in. And even the crowd has got a lot of anticipation. They know it's a lot on the line for these young guys.
$2,000 is a lot of money.
Yeah, and I mean, think about it. Scrap Super Fights on Fight 4 and already giving away $2,000. There's promotions been out there for 15, 20 years that still doesn't give any prizes. So,
that's all right. That's all right.
Yeah, so.
Marcos in on the leg.
He looks
Almost
like
looking for a knee bar.
Yes, he's in on something. They're back to us. We can't quite see the angle, but he's definitely working. Robbie
decides to abandon the legs.
Robbie looks like he's not breathing hard at all. I think he's doing a good job of conserving his energy. Trying to pull those legs in. Looks like Marco's really maybe having a little bit of a hard time trying to figure out how to get on Robbie. Robbie's very comfortable in this exchange game. Marco trying to see if he can stay on bottom some, but Robbie does not seem to want to come up. And I can't really blame him the way he's been winning from the bottom.
I will say I appreciate that Robbie does keep coming forward. Even though he was wanting to stay in the bottom, he doesn't wait for Marco to come to him. He's always pushing forward and trying to make connections.
Yeah, he definitely is. He definitely knows what he wants, and he wants to go after it. Marco trying to pass that knee, but not finding it. Marco taking a few deep breaths. I tell you, Robbie is very savvy with the leg locks to be a young kid. He turns his knee and freezes knee line immediately and with poise. He's not panicking down there at all.
Robbie looking to get to the inside space and control legs, open up for those entanglements.
Yeah, and you know these guys are really wanting to win decisively. They don't want to leave it to the judges on a championship fight.
Absolutely. Then nobody goes home happy.
Yeah.
Continuing to look to pummel those legs.
Yeah, they're both so good at pummeling in. I mean, they're not giving, either one of them's giving the other an opportunity to get a good look at anything. So they're both well versed here. Robbie right back forward, as you said earlier, always looking to engage. Both guys trying to get the other guys back down a little bit.
Oh, Robert coming up on top.
Now this is interesting. I don't know that we've seen Robbie up on top much.
Definitely seems less comfortable on the top. Looking to try to clear his leg.
Nice exchange, good action. Looking to get control. The ref getting run over in the meantime. These guys fighting right almost up under the table here, so the big scrap belt's blocking my view. Maybe you could.
Still sitting in those leg entanglements, looking to pummel to the inside space. He's got be frustrating to have won so dominantly with so many leg entanglements and then be stopped so much this match.
Yeah. Still anybody's fight at this point.
It's been very even.
Both fighters still trying to get some kind of entry on the legs, and just good defense by both guys. It's not necessarily the most exciting for the fans right now, but they're doing what they got to do to try to win that $2,000. Robbie elects to come back to the top.
You know, as the match drags on, sometimes it becomes not necessarily a competition of whose jiu-jitsu is better, but whose mindset is tougher and who has better cardio.
That's exactly right. Those two attributes is something that you have to work outside of the training room even. Marco back on top.
You know, when you're a leg locker going against another leg locker, it can be a little bit tougher because they are countering what you're wanting to do rather than necessarily going for something different. Whereas if somebody's trying to pass, it's a little bit easier to set up those leg entanglements.
Yeah, so true, and that's definitely what's happening here. These guys are both well-versed in the leg lock game and just not playing it with each other very much. I do like that.
Oh.
I do like that Marco is trying some different stuff, like trying some good passes. That was a good attempt.
Absolutely. You have to wonder if, you know, because Robert's been so successful with the legs, if that can be a little bit of a double-edged sword of is he now too attached to the legs and he's afraid to go to other things?
Yeah, he's definitely staying really focused on that leg. And to me, because Marco has tried some different positions, the judges may tip their hat toward him at this point just because he has tried a little bit of top game, a little bit of passing. Otherwise, these guys have just kind of exchanged back and forth. And
Marco's in on the leg. Starting to get. He was starting to get a good bite on it. Oh, a little
nice
bit of a collar tie there.
We'll call it a collar tie. That's good.
And we're both seated.
But even though those attempts are shallow, you know, Marco's at least trying, you know, the judges see it. And so I think it's important to keep trying to get some bites instead of constant pummeling. You got to get in there and go for it at some point.
Absolutely.
I don't know if Robbie's slowing down a little bit or maybe just frustrated a little too. Hadn't been able to get in. I know that's what he really wanted to do and maybe getting a little frustrated.
Uh-oh, the crowd's starting to get
I
a
think
little bit offended.
I think that might be his corner.
Oh, it's his corner.
I think it might be. I don't know.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't know. They're laughing, so I think.
They're heckling him.
Yeah, that's what. Oh,
that was close.
Yeah, that's gonna.
Nice defense by Robert.
Yeah, that definitely put Marco in the judge's favor, I'm sure.
Definitely seems like Robert's starting to lose his composure just a little bit. And that is one thing that Marco's had for him going this whole tournament is he's been very composed in all positions.
Yeah, and he's had some of these hard fights and kept them and come out on top. Where Robbie, actually won pretty quick. Yeah, Robbie's definitely slowing down a little bit. Probably frustrated as much as anything. He just can't get his entry. And yeah, I mean, you wouldn't think at a $2,000 match you would have to encourage the fighters to get engaged,
But sometimes it's like that because then people are too afraid to make a mistake.
Yeah.
They don't want to lose out on that prize.
Yeah, I think they need to know when you come on the scrap super fights, it's all about the scrap. You got to be willing to put it on the line.
Robert back on top, looking to pass.
So far, I think, Marco's done fairly well at trying to get an entry when Robbie comes to the top. So be interested to see if he can do it one more time.
Marco's looking to suck in on the legs. Possibly could take the back from here as well.
Yeah, Marco controlling both legs right now. Both knees inside. He's got to stay really heavy to keep his back protected if he gets any separation. I don't know if Marco, maybe he is going to take a look at the back. Oh, nice job, Robbie, getting his shoulder blades back down, but he's going to have submission attempts at this point, I feel like. Marco's content to stay down. He had the opportunity to come up right there, and he went back to his back.
Ref resetting us back in the middle, making them stand back up.
Promoter calls to stand them up. And then
oh, back to the seated position. But, there's a difference between being an athlete and being, in the crowd. If you're an athlete and there's $2,000 on the line and you feel like your best chance is to sit, then that's what you're going to do.
You know they are. And truthfully, I'd love to see them stand up. But truth be told, everybody in the audience, if they had $2,000 a couple minutes away, they would go to where they're best.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I commend Marco for standing up here. I don't think he really wants to do it.
Oh, Marco gets the pass. Starting to knee cut across. He's got to be careful here not to get too wild. Oh,
great job by Robbie to recover that.
Nice, very good guard recovery.
Yeah, this late in the match too. That I'm sure he's tired. That could have got bad quick. But again, great look for the judges to do a little something in a fight that's been pretty much neutral.
Will it go to the judges? I thought it was sub only, no time limit.
It might be for that's true.
Yeah, because it's the finals. I thought
that's
it was
right.
sub only time.
I think you're right.
So we might be here a while.
Yeah, we might. Well, I only have a 4-hour drive back, so it's not good. So this is definitely going to be a battle of attrition. That changes things.
Oh.
Like a toe caught in the shorts.
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah, a little technical difficulty.
Marco's looking to control the distance, close that gap.
I heard Hoffa tell Robbie we have all night, no mistakes. So.
But hey, I mean, what's one night for $2,000?
All right,
You're
ladies
right,
and gentlemen,
and
while
it's a
these
good way
two
to
go
see
at
how
it, don't
dedicated
forget to
the
go
fans
stop
are.
by and get some
See
chocolate
how long they
breast
stay.
leches and check out your concessions outside.
know, I have a mental performance coach, and he always says that the warrior that's the most dangerous is the one that's accepted that they might die in battle. And I think that's where this is showing, is that they're both afraid to die in battle. You know, you got to accept that at some point you got to take a risk and you got to start to look for something, because otherwise you're just going to continue to stall out.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Starting to get in on the leg for Marco.
Got some weight on it.
Trying to look for that heel. And backing out.
Yeah, Robbie does a good job. Oh, Marco showed a little bit of frustration there, I feel like. Almost put his hands on his hips. Marco trying to look at the other guy's coach and talk a little bit, which is probably not a good idea. Needs to stay focused on Robbie, because we know Robbie can snatch something at any second.
You know, in these long matches, it's easy to get distracted and get lethargic, and then all of a sudden the other person's exploding in on you and looking for something.
You're exactly right. You've got to keep your head in the game. You've got to tune out the crowd. You've got to tune out the coaches. You've got to stay laser focused at this point. Marco's still looking a little frustrated. Robbie's still coming forwards. I thought he faded a little bit there, but it looks like he may have got his second wind. Oh, a little good chest connection here.
Nice pass. Very nice pass by Marco.
Now, here's where he rushed it last time. I think he rushed it again. He had a good position, and he rushed it again.
Needs a little bit more commitment to that top position from Marco.
Both guys just a little bit more of the same, looking for inside position with the legs. Definitely going to test them mentally here. Both fighters are a little bit frustrated. You can tell it. Both of them want to get back in their normal game, and they just can't do it. And neither one of them's been able to crack the code and figure the other one out yet. Marco with a couple great pass attempts, and then just a little bit rushed to control and lost it both times. I really wanted to see a little bit of work from the top, but unfortunately, it's just not happening.
Marco's looking to pass again. He's been successful with those passes, though.
He really has. You know, he's brought a couple of them in and just rushes his control. If he can get another one, I hope he slows it down a little bit. To Robbie's defense, you know, he does good recovery. He doesn't allow him to settle.
Nice pass attempt by Marcos. Definitely starting to get a little bit frustrated. Back to the center.
Now we're going to see who's got the bigger heart.
I think the ref's just given up on trying to stand him back up at this point.
Yeah. The refs have done a great job here today, by the way. You know, you never know what you're going to get at Vince. These guys have been very professional.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, and reffing is a hard job. I've done that before, and it's very stressful to make sure you're keeping everybody safe, but then also, you know, not calling things too early or resetting people too quickly.
And then dealing with the passion of teams and parents and everybody else, you know, sometimes they want somebody to win.
Nice
Another pass attempt.
Looking to get that knee in.
Oh, man, again.
Not quite able to get it.
I don't know what Marco's actually wanting him to do here.
Some heckling from the crowd in the corners.
Marco trying to still talk to the corners. These guys really need to keep their heart in this thing, put on a good show, honor the scrap belt, show that they want it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've been here for 20 minutes. Don't forget, stop by and get some chocolate tres leches right behind you.
I mean, the scrap belt.
Go visit our concession stands outside.
Cash prize is no joke. That's something that you got to earn. You got to show that you want it.
Yeah, and that's the thing, too. You know, it's the first one, and you need to show, you know, like we say, you know, anybody can fight, but only a few people can scrap and are willing to. And you got to, to take that belt, you need to show that you're willing to be the one, to put it on the line and will scrap.
Absolutely. And are you the who's willing to take some risks to try to get there? You know, maybe take a step outside what you were planning on doing or what your normal game is, and try to see what you can do. But at the same time, you know, if there's $2,000 on the line, everybody here would probably be playing their A game as well. You know.
Yeah, I think it's just that the guys, they just can't figure the other one out enough to get any type of good penetration and control, and they're just both just on repeat. Robbie's first leg, he's went,
Oh, into the crowd. Very nice.
well, Robbie looking a little excited now, so maybe he's going to.
Robbie looking to get in on the arms, possibly.
Yeah, can you see how many minutes we're in over there? Does it show how many minutes they've been going? I can't tell from here.
I think they turned the timer off since
Oh,
it's
okay.
no time
No
limit
time
match.
limits. Be interesting to see. Probably they've been going it.
But you know, when you're in it, when you're on the mats and you're competing for that type of money and that type of prize, time almost becomes not real. Like,
Yeah, you're right.
You know, it just goes by so quick, and you just don't even know how long it's been.
Yep. There will be a point coming up, regardless of what they want. Somebody's cardio is going to start waning, more than likely.
Well, or if not somebody's cardio, somebody's mentality.
Yeah.
Because of these long matches, they start to drag, and you start to take less risks, and you know, again, you start to become lethargic.
You start to listen to the crowd and to the judges, and then you just maybe go for something haphazardly, and then you realize what you did when you go back and watch it.
Or your opponent goes for something, and you aren't ready for it.
Yeah, that's right.
You got to hand it to both of the athletes. I mean, they're doing a phenomenal job pushing through this tough match.
They really are. They really are. They're just very well matched. They got very similar games, and they're just canceling each other, unfortunately. And
it's like immovable object meet unstoppable force.
yeah.
Doing a good job. Robbie looking to get into the legs. Oh, that was a good attempt by Robbie, but Marco's countering.
Yeah.
Very nice entanglement, rolling off the edge. Oh, what a heartbreak.
And see, I saw Marco kind of getting distracted right there, looking away for a minute, and that's right when Robbie almost took advantage, and that was just what we were talking about.
Oh, but we're starting in the closed guard. Off balancing into the entanglement.
I think he got kicked in the face there, but that's part of it.
I would have liked to have seen Marco play some of his closed guard into some triangles there, like we saw earlier.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, why not give it some attempt, because the other stuff has not been working. Marco looks like now he's maybe slowing down a bit.
Been a lot of give and take, you know. Sometimes it seems like Robbie's slowing down, sometimes it seems like Marco's slowing down. You know, there can be a stubbornness too. If you're a leg locker, you don't want to get tapped to a leg lock, and so you're much more hyper aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
And a little bit more stubborn and not wanting to tap to things.
Yeah, if you're a true jiu-jitsu fighter, you can still enjoy, what's been going on. Just the average fan may be a little frustrated, because they don't quite see the intricacies of what's really happening. I mean, the guys are obviously both high level, well-versed in the leg game. So, again, there it looked like Marco a little bit frustrated, looked over at one of his friends, kind of made a face, just kind of frustrated. I mean, I don't know what Marco's calling him to do. I mean, I don't know what he's wanting because he's not really doing, much more. He's just got to make it happen.
Marcos looking to pass again. Looking to get in on the legs. Oh, that's a pretty
Beat
good bite.
50-50. Now we're going to see who can keep their ankles protected here. It's going to be interesting.
And Robert gets the finish with the heel hook.
He loves that heel hook from that position. He loves that heel hook from that position.
Robert. Amazing performance by Robert. Amazing performance by both athletes.
I knew when I saw that 50-50, he was going to be dangerous there. That's where he hit it.
Nice performance by Robert Currie.
Great job. And look at the promotion. I love the oversized check. Joseph really puts his heart and soul into these things. All right.
$2,000 for Robert. Heel hooks all the way
Very
down.
good.
Heel hooks across the board. What an incredible performance. Incredible performance by Marco, too, though. I mean, just really good athletes. Really
I'm here
well
with
matched.
your winner, Robbie Currie. You've been taking all bonuses.
The heel hook master.
You got the big check now.
He won every match with heel hook, I believe.
Where do you plan on spending this money?
I don't know. I'm going to get some food now,
that's
though,
right.
to tell you that.
You heard it here. How do you feel about your performance going against a real high-level black belt, really long match? Tell me how that experience was.
Great. I got all submissions today. It was a great time. All by heel hook, one of my favorite submissions. Sorry for the boring match, guys, but, we got it done, so.
Yeah.
Some say boring, some say hard.
Yeah.
Got it done.
Yeah, he did get it done at the
Walk
end.
away with the check and the belt.
Oh, wow. And he was just a blue belt. I think it just beat a black belt, I think.
That purple belt is well-deserved. Well-deserved.
Very well
What an
deserved.
incredible performance by Robbie Currie. I don't know who this guy is getting his blue belt. Everybody's getting promoted.
I know it.
You think if
Maybe
I
you
go
should
out there,
go
they'll
out there.
promote me?
I would try it if I was you. It can't hurt.
See if
They're
somebody
not
can
going
do
to
my
do